What is YouTube? YouTube is an online video platform and online community. It facilitates posting videos to the internet and sharing them with people. It's a place where people gather to watch videos, share videos, and comment on them. An important thing to know about YouTube is that it is owned by Google. So if you already have a Google account, it will be connected to your YouTube account once you register the email address. YouTube is what I like to call extensible. It plays well with others. So you can use YouTube as your video platform, but it will still distribute your videos on a WordPress blog or Facebook or Twitter platform just as easily. Because of the extensibility of the platform, you can embed videos in various ways. When you're uploading a video, it's best to assume that everyone is going to see it. So don't share anything that you didn't create yourself. If you put something up that doesn't belong to you, YouTube may very well flag the content, take it down, and may or may not notify you that they have done so. YouTube uses a number of tools to do this. Some are automated, and they can search for things like copyrighted music, and some have to do with the community itself. When you're on YouTube, you'll see plenty of opportunities to flag content for being inappropriate as a user. So between these two systems, human and automated, YouTube does a lot to police its own content. I want to take a close look at the help functions that are right inside of YouTube. It's really good to know that if you have questions, often they can be answered right inside the YouTube platform. You can get here by selecting the Help button at the top of the youtube.com homepage screen. As you can see, I got a handy pop-up window that gives me a lot of help choices right here. I am going to click on Help Center, which brings us to a dedicated Help Center page. You can see we have a number of choices on each submenu, and if I choose Watch Video and Navigate, YouTube, the platform will bring me to a piece of actual help content. You can see a detailed explanation for navigating on any device. YouTube also has a help channel on the platform. If you look to the right column on the current page, you'll see a link called YouTube Help Videos. If you click on that link, it will bring you directly to the channel where you can search through thousands of additional help videos on YouTube. YouTube is a web application, so it's always changing. This help channel is the most reliable source of information regarding these updates. YouTube is all about watching videos, specifically watching them on the web and watching them right inside a browser. I want to spend a second here just to look at the details of how we're actually going to watch a video. I'm at the YouTube homepage, and currently I'm signed onto my account. We will take a look at making a login and starting an account in a little bit, but for right now, we're just going to be concerned with watching videos. And if your screen looks a little bit different than mine, that's okay. This part's all going to be the same. You'll see several video thumbnails here, and each one of these is actually a link to the video. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner that the length of the video is always displayed in the thumbnail. And if I roll over it, you'll see that that thumbnail has a little clock. This clock is an icon to save the video for later. Go ahead and click on the video, but not on the clock. Just click the thumbnail. When you click on that thumbnail, you're not only going to the video page, but in fact, the video is going to start playing. Let's introduce the buttons below the viewer. This is the play-pause button. As I move to the right, we have the volume control. We also show how far into the video we are. Next is my Watch Later button. Across here is what's called a scrubber bar. And you can see that as I go across, I see a thumbnail image and also a time code display. I can click anywhere in this bar and skip to that moment of the video. We have our quality settings and different things that will be available depending on your video. For the end user, you either want to be in auto, or you may want to click on the highest quality that doesn't cause any playback problems. Sometimes, if you're on a low bandwidth and you go all the way up to watching an HD video, you'll see some staggering. If this happens, you'll want to just switch back to auto or one of the lower quality settings. The last two buttons in the viewer are the theater mode, which will switch the screen mode, and full screen, which will increase the video to the entirety of the screen. Let's talk about browsing through videos that interest you. If you're not already logged on in the left-hand column, go ahead and do so. You'll see that we can browse videos by channel. Each channel acts like a category. As you can see, we have sports, music, gaming, etc. If you are logged in, you will see something more like the second image, which displays playlists of videos you have liked and subscriptions or channels in which you have subscribed to. I am going to go ahead and click on Browse Channels on the left-hand column of the home page. It's going to bring me to a full page with two subcategories, Browse Channels and Manage Subscriptions. If you're looking for a particular video and you would like to search for it by using the search feature, you can do so by going to the top of the page inside of the search bar. Once you start typing, YouTube will prompt a drop-down menu to some dynamic suggestions. I'm going to search for Eastern Connecticut State University. Once you select Enter, you will see the results of the search. Now I have a list of videos related to Eastern or put out by the Eastern channel. If I still haven't found the video I am looking for, I can go up to the filter button and narrow down my search. As you can see here, my options are to filter the video search by upload date, type of search, duration, etc. So if I want to find a video of an event that happened a few weeks ago on campus, I would filter my search by narrowing it down to videos uploaded this month. And if that is still not enough to find the video, you can continue adding filters or other search terms. At this point, we've done some searching and watching videos, but in order to really experience YouTube, you really need to be signed in. To be signed in, go ahead and log into the top right-hand corner of the screen. When you're logged in, you'll be able to like, dislike videos, save videos, and actually upload your own videos. Go to youtube.com. You'll see a sign in at the bottom of the right-hand corner of the screen. If you click on that, it will bring you to a page where you can fill in all the information, or it'll bring you to your Google sign-in page. Remember, Google owns YouTube, so if you already have a Google account, you actually already have a YouTube account. If you are totally new to YouTube and Google, then there's a button at the top right-hand corner of the screen that says Create an Account. If you are completely new to Google, then I want to be clear that when you create a YouTube account, you will also be creating a Google ID that will function as your Gmail account and Google Drive. You cannot have a YouTube account without having a Google account. Let's discuss the like and dislike buttons. They appear at the bottom right of every video on YouTube. If you choose either one of these, you will both maintain a list internally of the videos you like and dislike, and they will also be published to the community. This is one way to communicate with our community. The other way is to scroll down a little bit and to add comments. Here we see some of the top comments, and we can add our own. Now I want to go over both playlists and subscribing to channels. Once you are signed into an account, you will have both of these options. If you choose not to create an account right now, go ahead and just follow along. The Add Plus dropdown is below the bottom left of each video under the video channel icon. If you select this, a menu will appear that will enable you to add this video to a playlist. Here you also have the option to create a new playlist. You will also notice a lock and a globe icon next to the playlist. This is where you can set up playlists to private or public. So if you go ahead and create a new playlist, it will appear, and then you can save a particular video to that category. Just above the Add Plus button is the subscribe button in bright red. The reason you would want to subscribe to a channel is if you want to see all the videos from that specific user or channel. If you subscribe to a channel and return back to the home page, you will now see that channel in your subscriptions. Every channel you subscribe to will be listed here, and you can see the latest videos from that channel populating your home page. Playlists are used to define your own list of videos that are grouped and meaningful to you. You can share them or make them private. And subscriptions, which is when you subscribe to all the videos being put out by a certain user, you'll be able to see them on your home page and have them elevated to the tops of all your searches. Let's go back to the previous screen. The button next to the Add Plus button is a Share button. If you click on that button, you will see a list of social media icons pop up that you can share this video to. When you click on any of the icons, a window will pop up requesting your login information for that particular platform. You can also enter a time code of when you would like the video to start if there is a specific part of the video that you'd like to share. Below these icons is a shortened URL if you would rather copy and paste that code. You can also select the embedded version if you prefer to deal in code. Lastly, you can email a video by simply entering in a valid email address in the correct field. Up at the top of the screen, you can pull down this little login menu. If you click on the gear icon, it will bring you to your YouTube settings homepage. Here we have a lot of information where we can change certain things, including our password. We can upload a picture of ourselves, and down on the left-hand side, you can see all your different parameters. Our connected accounts will go to our social networks. You can see here that I already have this account connected to my Facebook account. You can choose to share each one of these activities or not. Every time we add a video to a playlist, every time we upload a video, every time we comment or like, it will report or not report to our social networks depending on how we set this page up. Next, we have privacy. This is where we can decide if we want our likes and subscriptions to be public or private. Here is how you can control the frequency YouTube sends you emails. You can micromanage exactly what notifications you receive. You can also get a newsletter from YouTube, and if you don't like any of these things and you're getting tired of too much email, you can simply uncheck all of them. You have some choices for your default playback. Although you can only control each one of these things on an individual video, this is the default for your account. So if you know you're on a low bandwidth connection a lot, you can have YouTube not even try to play that high bandwidth video. Lastly, the newest account feature is Connect to TV. If you click on that button, it will bring you to a page that describes exactly how you can link or pair your devices to stream YouTube directly onto a TV or game console. If you would like to just follow along here, we're going to now upload our first video. I am on the home page and I am already logged in, which will be completely necessary to upload the video. On your home page, at the top right, select the upload button. Once you select this button, you will be brought to this screen. As you can see, uploading your video can be as easy as dragging and dropping your file directly onto this page. Along the right are some more advanced ways of looking at video. You can capture directly from a webcam, create a slideshow, or even use a built-in video editor. But what I want to do right now is just upload a prepared video. So I'll go ahead and drag my video into this hotspot and then go ahead and upload. Once you've selected your video, you will see a progress screen that looks like this. It will confirm that YouTube is processing the video. At the end of the progress bar, there is a publish button. Once you select publish your video, it will become live on the channel, meaning based on your settings, the entire YouTube community will be able to see it. While your video is being processed, you can begin to fill in the blank fields. Here we will focus on the three main fields. The first field is the title of the video, the second is the video description, and the third is a tag field. These are things that will both help users find your video through metadata and will make your video more searchable and findable. At the bottom of the screen, we have some choices for thumbnails, and these come from our video. Remember, the thumbnail is that initial poster frame that will show up as a link in the shortcut to our video everywhere on the site. The next field I want to discuss is the privacy dropdown. Here the field is labeled public because I want everyone in the YouTube community to see it. But if I want to control this, I simply select the drop-down feature and change my preference. The other options are unlisted or private. Unlisted means the video will not be searchable, and private means only you or the users you select will be able to see the video. No matter what option you choose, you will also be able to add the video to one of your playlists to help keep it categorized in the back end. Now, once all your settings are in place and the video has completely processed, you can publish the video. A screen will confirm that your video has been uploaded to your channel, and it will also give you a video URL. If you click on that URL, YouTube should take you directly to the video. If you've never done this before, it's really astoundingly quick and easy to publish your videos for the rest of the world to see. Planning ahead saves you a lot of time in the long run, whether you're making a short 10-second clip or a long video with numerous scenes. The first thing you want to do is define your goals before you even start making the video. What are you trying to do with this video? Media attention, capturing school spirit, things of that nature. The next thing to think about is your audience. That's going to have a huge impact on how you compress the video. If you're attempting to reach a younger audience, you might want to consider speeding up the time code and thinking about bright, fun images that appeal to them. You'll also want to consider their connection. A younger audience will generally have a faster connection and can receive higher quality video versus an older audience who might be running on a slower connection that wouldn't be able to view a video compressed at 1080 high definition. A little bit of audience research goes a long way. The last key point to review is your message. What is a message that should be accompanied with a bigger campaign? Message is key. You'd be surprised on how many people get deep into a video project without considering what they're trying to communicate at the core. At the end of the day, if you know who you are, what your goals are, and who you're trying to reach, it gives you a huge head start on preparing your videos for YouTube. Let's take a look into the general media creation process. When we talk about pre-production, we are referring to all the planning and research, all of the questions asked on the previous page, and more work having to do with locations, subjects, characters, actors, scripts, shooting styles, everything that can possibly be decided before we shoot that first frame. Following pre-production is production. Production is shooting, and also what I'll refer to as acquisition. Besides shooting, it could be something like archival research or recording audio or still photographs. But production is the acquisition of all the media ingredients that are going to go into your video. Post-production or editing is the 4D element of cutting the pieces together to make the final video. Compression is an important stage in all YouTube videos. This is where you go from your master quality video to making something smaller and eliminating some of the data, but hopefully preserving the quality of the video. Last is what I refer to as authoring. Authoring is how we prepare for our delivery, and if there are any interactive elements, links, nonlinear aspects to the video project, this is all considered part of authoring. For instance, in the DVD process, designing the menus and getting all those buttons linked up is considered authoring. Same thing for any type of interactive treatment on a website, or even if the website itself is authoring. You'll link traditionally through web links to different videos. When shooting your video, it is important to consider shooting for the correct screen. Are you creating a video that will be easily viewed on a small screen like a mobile device? Or are you going to be projecting this video on a large screen? When shooting for a small screen, you're going to want to always use a tripod. Moving shots and a certain amount of shaky shots seem to add life to the video, but they will actually become more deteriorated when compressed for the web. You may want to consider not using that moving style and instead using a tripod. Similarly, plan to not move the camera too much. A lot of big waving shots or pans, tilts, any kind of movement in the shot becomes more distressed upon compression. So even if you might choose a moving shot and you're shooting specifically for YouTube, specifically for the small screen, you may want to consider a more static shot. Do not ignore lighting. No matter what level you're at, no matter what lights you have or what equipment, try to pay attention to the light and what's going on in the environment. The same goes for audio. If you can use a real microphone, do it. If you can monitor audio with headphones, absolutely do it. Bad audio is very distracting in any video. If you don't make it a priority, you may wind up with audio that's not really usable. One of the other things I really like on a small screen is to use a tight frame, like close-up with a wide-angle lens. Because with a wide-angle lens, if you want to get close, you have to physically get close, but the results of the shots can be very nice. When thinking about the technical back-end process of uploading a video to YouTube, it's important to note that every video uploaded to YouTube is compressed twice. The first compression takes place when you're saving your video to upload to YouTube. YouTube will only upload a video that is small enough for a network to host. With this being said, you can upload to YouTube something that you want to compress so that it's small enough for the end user to view it with maintaining as much quality as possible. Here I am on the help page that lists all of the supported YouTube file formats. A format is a type of video. I often call it a wrapper. There can be different things inside the format that we consider a container. Each of these, except the last two, are extensions. So .mov is a QuickTime movie, .mpeg4 is an MP4 video. This is a full list of all the containers or formats that are supported in YouTube. Interlacing is traditionally how television renders an image. Interlaced video has 2 fields for every frame. The I in 1080i means interlaced. Many video cameras shoot interlacing. Computers render video progressively. Progressive video refreshes all the pixels at once. Data has shown that most YouTube videos are viewed on computer screens, so when exporting, you should consider removing the interlacing. This way, the quality of the video will be improved. The process of removing the interlacing is also known as deinterlacing your video. Knowing something like interlacing and deinterlacing is truly helpful, because if you see that type of deterioration that sort of looks like these 2 fields are splitting when you finally upload to YouTube, you'll know that it's an interlacing problem. If you select HD and the video you're watching is straggling or skipping, not playing smoothly, then you've selected a definition that is either too high for your connection or hardware. Here is an example of a video playing at 240p. You can see that the actual quality of the video isn't very good, rather blurry. At 360p, you begin to get some clarity, but the image still isn't very crisp. At 720p HD, you can see the difference. Clean, crisp images, and much clearer than both prior choices. Lastly, let's discuss the video editor. To get to the editor, you'll have to be logged onto your account. Go to the upload button in the top right corner of the screen, and it'll bring you to this page. Once you're here, click on the video editor icon. This is what the video editor looks like. It functions like a web application, like a video editing program, similar to iMovie, Final Cut Pro, or Adobe Premiere. In this area, I have access to all the videos that I have already uploaded, and to start editing, I simply drag the ones that I want down to this timeline area. Once I have some videos to work with, I can change their order simply by dragging them, or I can change their duration by dragging the edge on the timeline. I also have options to render the video in slow motion, rotate it, adjust the contrast, pan and zoom, and stabilize. You can also check the box next to the video editor that says preview side by side with original video to see the before and after of what your new editing version will look like. With the video editor, I can also add filters, text, and audio. Play around with the settings to get an idea of the editing power built into the video editor. If you are looking to add simple titles and filter effects, you can do that all inside of YouTube. Making adjustments to your videos once they're on YouTube is easy. Again, you must be logged in to make any changes. Navigate to one of your videos by selecting your username and then selecting your channel and the video you would like to edit. Once you're at the video, you'll see some icons below the video. The first icon looks like a pencil. This is the info and settings. Go ahead and click on that. Once I click on info and settings, I get a bunch of statistics about my video, choice of thumbnail, and also the basic info or metadata that we added when we first uploaded the video. We're going to click over the advanced settings, and as you can see, I have a few different settings here. I can allow or disallow comments, allow users to vote on those comments, allow or disallow users to view ratings, and also allow video responses. In this case, I think I want to disallow comments and also not let users see. So I'm going to go ahead and check those boxes. The rest of the advanced settings has information about licensing, captions, allowing and disallowing embedding, and also when you want to notify your subscribers that a video is uploaded. You can add your location, a record date. If you're working with 3D, there are some additional preferences, so on and so forth. To delete or manage the videos you have uploaded to YouTube, you can do so by going to the Video Manager. To get there, select the YouTube icon, My Channel, and then the Video Manager will appear at the top of the page. Go ahead and select it, and you should come to a page called Creator Studio, where the Video Manager lives. You will see a list of the videos on your channel. To delete a video, simply select the down arrow next to the Edit button. The Delete button will be an option. Once you select delete, YouTube will ask you if you're sure, and if you select yes, your video will be deleted forever. That concludes the workshop. Thank you for attending.